Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to set up Hyper-V to access your VMs over a LAN network in 5 minutes. Easy peasy. So essentially what you'll be able to do is, if you have two PCs on your network, you'll be able to access your VMs on the second PC that resides on your host PC, so where your VMs are installed. So let me just show you quickly. So if we open Hyper-V Manager, as you can see here, this is my PC's name, B450. This is this PC. And I have two VMs that I've installed here, two Arch Hyperland VMs. But I want to access these VMs on a different computer on my network. So I want to open it up on another computer. So this will be the host, that will be the client. And I don't want to use remote desktop. I hate remote desktop. So let me show you how to do that. It actually remotely connects through Hyper-V, which is actually cool. I never knew that. Right, so before you start, you just have to make sure that all the Hyper-V stuff is installed. So just type in features in the start menu here. Go to turn Windows features on and off. And then just make sure, as you can see here, Hyper-V is selected. Expand it and make sure both of these are installed. Selected and installed. Hyper-V Management Tools and Hyper-V Platform. That is good. If that is installed, that's good. Right. And then we need to tell Hyper-V to listen for a remote connection and set up some credentials, because Windows needs all that credential security stuff, obviously. Right, so there's two commands that you need to run. So just open PowerShell. Open PowerShell. Right, and here is the two commands. I'm not gonna run them now because I've run them already. Okay, it's already ran. So I'm not gonna run them again. So you want to run these two commands on your host where the VMs is in your Hyper-V. It's enable remoting. Enable oops. Yeah, not enable remoting, just enable PS remoting force. That's the listener. It will listen for that. And then enable WS man cred SSP role server. That will take the credentials on the host side and the client side, and just, you know, make sure that it's not a rogue PC that wants to connect. All security stuff. So you run these two commands on your host PC where the VMs are. And then we're gonna go to the client PC just now. Okay, so this is my main PC, the host PC of the Hyper-VM that I want to see on my second PC. I just want to show my whole setup. Might as well. So let's go to the client PC, the PC I want to access this VM on. Right, so here we are on my client side. This is a laptop, and I'm gonna show you how to set up the client side. Okay, so on the client side, there's basically two commands that you have to run to make this work. So it's trust hosts, and it's all security stuff and credentials. Anyway, this is the two commands that you run in shell and PowerShell. Right, and then there's another setting in GPEdit that you have to set. Just go to group policy. Right, so that's administrative templates. Okay, system. Yeah, so it's administrative templates, system, and credentials delegation.
credential delegation. Let's make this bigger. Right, and then look for allow delegation fresh credentials with NTLM only. It's that first one. So open that one and then enable it. Yeah, enable that one. Right, anyway, and then you have to obviously add it because it's not going to apply. You have to click on show and then add this. So let me just add that quickly. So what you add is WSMAN, WSMAN / and your host IP address. So now the client, this one, the host IP address. Say okay, apply, okay. Right, and then you obviously go to your Hyper-V. Right, so this client side PC's name is Enterprise, the other one is B450. So we want to add the B450. As you can see, this is the two VMs I have on this client side. It's just some random arch and file, obviously. Right, so all you have to do is right click on Hyper-V Manager, connect to server, and then put the host IP in here. So this is the other piece with the VMs that I want to access. So my IP is obviously that. Right, and then click connect as another user, and then set user. Let me just see if that's correct. Yeah, you have to set the user, obviously username and password. Right, so I'm going to connect in this format. So it's the username, so it's the IP address. Okay, 13. Right, backward slash, and then the username. Mine is what is mine again? That, and then just your password. And then it's added there, and then you can say okay, and there it appears. And now this is my host PC back in the other room, the server or host or whatever you want to call it, the one that has the other VMs. And there is that PC's VMs actually. Okay, so yeah, let's run that one. It's not this. It's not this PC. This is this PC's VMs. That is the other PC on my LAN network. So let's run that one. Double clicking there and see if it starts up. Oh yes, it does start up. Look at that. Look at that. I don't have to use remote desktop or anything like that. Log in. So there's the VM that's on that PC. 10.0.13. I can show you that this PC is this PC is 16, 10.0.16. So yeah, there's that. Look at my Hyprland. I can open a terminal. Oops, Windows key. Look at that. Crazy. Remotely, right through Hyprland. I never noticed. I never really worked that much in Hyper-V. So I never knew this, but this could have helped out quite a lot. I had to go through. The way I did this was with Proxmox. I did this exact same thing, having my Proxmox server with all the VMs on it, and then I can remotely access it here. but with Hyper-V, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Now let's just see if that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. Oh, so yeah, this is probably be the last Windows video I'll be making. But I just had to make this one. It's pretty cool. So yeah, like and subscribe if you like this, and see you next time. Good.